There are two methods to quit weed or any addiction. One is slowly tapering off. Second is just like going cold turkey, and it depends on you. You can try both methods. I tried cold turkey many times, but it didn't work out. Uh, Eventually, it was a cold turkey decision, but like in the beginning, I had to taper it off. So I was a waker and baker. The first thing I did was like I wake up, I roll a joint, and then I make coffee and I smoke that joint, and then the whole day I would be just like keep rolling, like to maintain the same high. And I was very functional even when I was addicted. I was working, and then like I used to just smoke to feel normal, like the addiction became like that. But like there was like weird kind of thoughts coming in head, like irrational thoughts, delusions. But I used to push it aside and then focus on work. But like when I didn't have anything to do, then these irrational thoughts and delusions would consume my mind. So like to taper it off, you could do like this. You could just wait 5 minutes, for example. In the morning, you like what I did was like in the morning, like first I went for a half an hour walk, and there I smoked the joint, and slowly I developed that habit over 1 or 2 weeks, and then I started realizing like yeah, I can do it. And then so yeah, you have to just break the pattern of the smoking habit, yeah. Also, another thing I noticed is like if I'm in the same side of the couch where the things, I would automatically start rolling even without me noticing, so you have to rearrange your place, for example, like change the room, and then for quitting cold turkey, it's just like you stop abruptly, and then there will be a lot of things happening. At least first 1 week, you can expect heavy insomnias, and go through the insomnia. Don't try to use other things as a crutch, because your addiction will just switch to another addiction if you do like that. Sometimes I used beer to sleep, but if you drink beer, drink zero beer, no alcohol. Beer can tire you off, so you can fall asleep. And and write it down, like whatever comes. Like your habit, your inner habits will force you not to write down. I will do it later, like procrastinate. But write it down. Buy a notebook, buy a pen if you don't have, and then just start writing down whatever poem, whatever things, everything, whatever comes to your mind. That really helps. That empties your brain, and mind, and it could be anything, just like family issues, ex-girlfriend issues with life, whatever. Like, be honest. It's your diary. Nobody's gonna read it, unless you are you're like wanted by some intelligence agency. Nobody is gonna read your diary. uh, and it's like weed is like very very hard addiction. You, in the beginning, you think like you cannot, you are not even addicted. You can quit anytime you want. You are just smoking it to feel chill, and there are all kind of excuses and justifications your mind will make, and you believe. It's all like you are in a trap of like mind games. And then at one point, like, it gets like for me at least, I would not have quitted weed if I didn't start developing like asthma like symptoms. I started getting worried of that. Second is like I became super lazy. Like I would just do things that are really necessary, like work, for example. Like otherwise I would not clean the house, I would not cook, I would just roll and pass down in sofa. And thing I didn't understand is like if I'm normally lazy without getting high, I would be like self-blaming, I would be feel fucking guilty for not doing anything. But if I smoke weed, then it would help me as an excuse, like, oh, I'm high, so I am not doing anything. I would feel fine with my laziness with weed. And in the beginning, like, uh, I started walking a lot, walking and walking and rolling and walking and trying to. I got super consumed with this idea of spiritual awakening, which I think is also another form of psychosis, so I would just walk and walk and smoke and walk and smoke and walk and smoke and walk, and I would roll and roll, like whole day I would be rolling. And at one point it got so out of hand, like every 5 minutes my high would crash and then I would roll more, And another thing I didn't understand was like I was addicted to rolling. The habit pattern was addicted to rolling, So if I finish my papers, I would fucking go like it is. Like I would become annoyed, and irritated, and then fucking angry for no reason. And then I tried to smoke through pipe, but it didn't work. I really needed those papers, So it was also, there was this habit of rolling itself was addictive, Uh, uh, Sometimes I would just because the rolling was my habit, I just had to smoke in a just normal regular paper, and like A4 paper, tear it down, make it look like paper, and then roll inside and smoke, and I feel good after that, so there was a habit associated with rolling also, and that also got me questioning, like, am I addicted to some chemicals inside the paper itself, like a lot of theories, back in those days, um, but it's devastating, like when you get addicted to marijuana, it's more devastating than anything I can imagine, like, because it messes up your brain, you start hearing voices, you start hearing like stupid thoughts, and then you become so lazy and tired all the time. Like I used to get tired fucking whole day, like from morning till evening, like I roll and I was fine with tiredness, and at least I was not that lazy like other people. Like I used to smoke, and then I used to spend a lot of time researching and a lot of time playing guitar, or then I would write it down and write it down and write my minds down, but like if you have this kind of it's beginning in the beginning, it's so hard to break your pattern, any kind. That's why I started using this counting om, like om as a mantra, and then I would count, like today I count 33 rounds, today I count 100. Every time I started counting, and then when I started writing dream journals, all I will continue in the next video.